I just finished day 1 of the bar blend body block. I'm telling you, these moves look easy. The heaviest weight I lifted was 2 pounds, and your ass gets kicked. It's freaking crazy, okay? But what I really loved was that Elise was sharing some things that she shares lots of things. She said lots of great things, but one that made me stop and go, wait, what did she just say? Was she was talking about, because like there's complexity to the moves. So you see the different layers of the move that you can do, and sometimes in some of the positions it's like it's really hard to even get the muscles to do what she's showing us. And she was pointing out that even just the fact that we're sending the brain is sending a signal to the muscle to do the move, and we might not necessarily see a lot of motion happening from it, that is still doing the work, and it's still getting things done. Stupid cat. Pixie, calm the frick down. Just knew she would decide to climb the cat tree while I'm using it as a phone stand. Anyways, so she was sharing that and then she was sharing how it doesn't matter what it looks like when you're doing it. She says that isn't what affects your results. Whether you're doing it like a pro that's been doing it for years and just like ultimate all-star, or if you're a complete beginner and totally struggling and jerking and taking breaks and stuff. She pointed out that it doesn't matter. It does not affect your results as long as you're doing your best. And I was like, holy shit, that is true. I totally lost my train of thought, but that's completely true, that us doing our best and pushing to do just a little bit more than that every time, that's what helps us grow. So, and that's your results, is your growth. So it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing compared to what you're doing. What matters is are you doing your best, and are you continually pushing your limits to keep having a better best? That is where it all matters, and that's where you see the results, and it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Thanks, I wanted a nose in my butt. That was what I was just thinking. I need Finn's nose in my ass. And she said another thing that was also great about how, damn it, animals are distracting the shit out of me right now. About how, maybe that was all of it. No, there was, she also pointed out that these moves can feel complicated and hard, but our bodies were meant to make these moves way before we started doing all the things in modern life, and that all we have to do is unlearn our I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to go find that.
Function on its own. This is not new for your body. We just have to unlearn the stagnancy and relearn our natural state of being wild.
That's the word, stagnancy, because that's really what we do. I'm reading The Big Leap right now, and he talks about our different zones of living, and we've got the zone of insufficiency where we suck, and then we've got our zone of sufficiency where we're good, and then we've got our zone of excellence where we really excel at something, but really we're coasting at something that we excel at, and it's typically not our heart purpose, true calling. And then we've got our zone of genius, and that is where all the magic happens, and that's where only like 3% of the population really lives in. And he points out how we can get complacent in our zone of our zone of adequacy, or whatever, I forget what it's called, but where we're okay and we're adequate, or our zone of excellence. And So unlearning that stagnancy, which is just, we've got generations and generations of that being the way things are. Living outside of that, I haven't grown up with that being like a normal thing. And so unlearning stagnicity words is definitely a key ingredient. And then also remembering about doing your best. The 4 agreements are great for this mindset as well, because it's all about having integrity in our words. And that doesn't mean morally, it means like integrity, which he also talks about the word integrity in The Big Leap, different author. Not taking things personally with other people, not making assumptions, and always doing our best. And I'm loving the correlations between all of that shit, along with your body speaks your mind, realizing that sometimes when things are happening with our bodies, or we keep seeing the same kind of results in our lives, like we keep having the same thing happen to us, it's a symptom of some kind of thought process we've got going on, a thought error that we've been using forever, that somehow has served us a purpose in the past, but it's really not serving our higher purpose, and it's keeping us limited into our smaller zone, so that because that's safe and it's scary to try things different. So I just wanted to share all that. I love how I get these revelations during workouts and stuff. So thank you, Elise, for that today. And if you're interested in just doing workouts at home and not having to go anywhere, and having like over 100 different programs to choose from, thousands of different workouts, tons of different trainers and different styles and different types of workouts, hit me up, because I have a deal for you.